Hi there everyone, my name is Preetam and I welcome you all to the Nigitech. In this video, we're going to talk about a power supply that is very reliable, can be used in high-end PC configuration. For example, if you want to build 13th generation Core i7 system and would like to pair it with, let's say, RTX4070 Ti, then I would say this power supply is one of very ideal one, since it has a output of 850 watt. It is a modular one and comes with 80 plus gold rating, which means that this power supply is 90% efficient. So without further ado, let me quickly unbox it and then we will talk about more features about this power supply. This power supply is, I would say, is one of very value for money one, because generally if we see power supply that have an output of more than 800 watt, that will cost you around 15 to 20,000 price bracket, but this one cost me around 11,000 rupees. So if you also want to buy this power supply, I'm going to provide you the buying link in the description of this video. Now let's quickly unbox it. So here you can see safety information which is not needed, a power cord, some zip ties, and here you will find bunch of power cords. So let me quickly tear it down and let's have a look on all these power cords one by one. So here you can see this one looks like ATX power supply. Now this one looks like CPU power supply. You can see 4+4 pin CPU cable, and you can also see the marking here. Then you will find this PCIe connector, which is available in 6+2 configuration. This again is another 4+4 pin CPU connector. So generally modern days motherboard require more amount of power, or I would say CPU require more amount of power. So we now see pair of two 4+4 CPU socket inside our motherboard. Now here we can see some SATA connectors, and again I believe it is PCIe connector. Now again more power connector that you will find typically to light up old devices, or sometimes we utilize them to power RGB. So that's all we have from power cord side. Now let's have a look on the power supply itself. So this is how this power supply look, and it is from Corsair. You can see the name here, and you can see fan looks pretty big here, and it needs to be, since this power supply is of 850 watt. And here you can see all the ports that it come up with. So since this is modular, so this gonna give you a very clean layout, since you only will connect the connectors that is needed. So for example, in my case, I'm gonna use CPU and ATX power supply. So now let me quickly show you how we need to connect all these power cables to this power supply. So I'm going to utilize this PCIe or CPU one and the motherboard one. So here is the CPU connection, but the connection that we need to attach here will be the one which do not have CPU written. So here you can also identify this by seeing the lock, because this lock may not go inside this port. So let me connect this like this. Isn't it easy, guys? Now let me connect my another one, which is again CPU supply, to the power supply unit. In this way I have completed the CPU power supply. Now let me connect ATX power supply that will power the whole motherboard. So here again we can see this one will be connected here So it is pretty easy guys to connect all these cables. And I believe since I'm not using any hard disk drive and any GPU, for me only these cables are good enough. Now let me quickly assemble this to my cabinet. So this is my cabinet, and now let me quickly open it up so that I can install this power supply. So these are the boards. I'm going to keep them here. Now I need to make sure that the direction of this fan is downward. And one more thing guys, if you saw the pattern, the case pattern also matches the power supply pattern, as both have tri-arrow kind of structure lattice. Now I have installed the power supply. Let me quickly route these two cables based on where I need to connect these connectors inside my motherboard. So let me quickly route it from here. Now let me connect these both to my CPU. Again, while connecting this connection, you need to keep the direction in mind. So you just need to see how the profile of these connectors is, and based on the profile, you need to see the direction. As I understood, these need to be like this. So let me quickly connect them based on the direction. So that's how guys we have successfully connected it. Now let me connect power supply to this ATX. Again, we need to see the direction of these connectors, and based on that, we need to make connection. So I can also verify it by seeing the lock direction. So the lock direction looks like this. So let me quickly connect it. So in this way guys, we have successfully connected our ATX supply. So that's all guys from my side in this video. I hope that you find this video helpful and informational. If you want any kind of help or guidance, you can ask me question related to my installation in the comment down below, and I will try to reply you as soon as possible. Till then, you take care and bye bye.